So today's lesson is going to be a hip-hop music theory lesson. First of its kind as far as I'm aware. But I feel confident in doing it. First chords that we're going to go over are chords that I've been hearing quite a bit the last 5-6 years that are very popular, that I hear quite often. We can go over the different types of rap. You can have your hardcore, your West Coast, etc., etc. I like to blend in all of it and make it sound elegant for piano. So we'll go with popular artists and we'll go with some underground artists. But let's get started with a very popular song. We'll get started with legendary Tupac, I Get Around. So this progression is fairly straightforward. You're going to have a D minor, D, F, A, C, E, nice D minor ninth. Next chord is going to be B flat 13, B flat, A flat, C, E flat, G, jazzy chord right there, A flat 7th right there, or A minor 7th, A, C, C, E, G, and then finally an E flat, or a G flat with an E flat bass. E flat, G flat, B flat, D flat, and F. Now there's a lot of things you can do with these chords. So as I said, you can just play around with this one. Now you're saying, okay, well, that wasn't too bad. No, it wasn't. But what you can parlay that into easily is, since I'm already playing the D minor suspended, or D minor 2, D minor ninth, depending on how you want to view it, that goes right into a similar song and structure, Lollipop by Lil Wayne. You're saying, well, these are two different generations technically. Not technically speaking, no, there aren't. Similar song structure, you know, one gets around, one has Lollipop. You do the math, you would be the judge of that. We're going with D minor, and then we're going right into Lollipop, which just has that, and then kind of F minor, or F major. And then you just go back into the main melody. And then back to I Get Around. And then you can just go right into the instrumental of Lollipop, or the verse section. If you want to go into something a little bit more relaxed, you can go into the very famous Aston Martin music, which is a simple 3-bar progression right there. You're going to have your kind of a G flat, A flat major, and B flat minor chord right there. chord, as I said, is kind of the G flat 7 right here, which is G flat, B flat, D flat, and F. Next is the A flat major, A flat, C, E flat, and B flat minor 7th. So 7th chords are very popular in hip hop because a lot of the basses and their samples have 7th diminished, augmented, a lot of jazz, gospel chords in their sampling. So again, you know, you have your popular D minor to 7th to 9th degree scale, B flat 13, A flat minor, E flat minor, correct? So with that, we could drop the E flat minor and go right into, so you just bridge the gap right there between Tupac and Rick Ross. Again, this is just from the structural point of view. The content, again, that's a whole different debate, another side of YouTube, but in terms of getting your fans and getting people to know each song, that's what you want to accomplish when you play piano. So again, you drop the E flat, or a G flat, A flat, and B flat minor. That's all coming off I Get Around. And you're in Aston Martin, so of course you're going to get around a lot of places. So again, you can either add the A or leave the F major bass, make it real pretty, and go back into Lollipop. Now you're forgetting, now you're saying, well, Looking Force, you forgot about the Duffel Bag Boy. No, I did not. So you could take the Duffel Bag Boy and put him in the Aston Martin, as I think about it. So Duffel Bag Boy, again, you're going right back to that E flat minor right there. So after you play that transitionary piece of I Get Around, off the A minor, and then play that melody. And then after that, you hit the A flat major right there. A flat, C flat, E flat, A flat, C, E flat. Like, okay, well, you start right off back into Aston Martin music. And then you can add the little bass line that it has. And again, these are 7th chords that I'm playing. Maybe not the A flat. No, that's not a 7th, that's a root position. But the point remains, I'm playing a lot of 7th chords all around in different songs. And that's also another thing that I want to bring up, is the 7th chord is very powerful. You can play the root position, that's fine. So for example, you can play the root position of Lollipop, since you can... That works, but you can make it add a little bit more flair to it by not only playing that D, F, A, D, but you can also play C and E. Okay, you just go right back and forth in between the songs. So another great chord is the E flat major chord, and we're switching up keys a little bit. So you're going from a very tough, rugged song of Duffel Bag Boy, but if you want to tone it down a little bit, all you have to do is go down or shift your, go up from the G flat, raise it a little bit. Actually, if we're going to go from an E flat chord right here, we raise the third a little bit, or sharpen it, and go into a ballad. Into Jay-Z's song Cry. Right there at the E flat major start. So we play this song, or we play a Duffel Bag Boy, or I Get Around, you know, with the E flat bass right there over G flat. Okay, we shift it a little bit, and we go up, go from the G flat or E flat major chord right here to an F major chord that we already learned. And if you want to add in a little bit of a older style when only listening for Dead Presidents, you can easily do that with a D bass. We're changing keys again, which is going to be a D major, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, C sharp, E, B minor 7th, B flat, D, F, B flat, F sharp, C sharp, E. I apologize, not a 7th. It'll be, no pun intended, it'll be a B sus2 or 9th. And then a standard, kind of an F sharp right here. It depends on how you want to play it. If you go down a half step in the A at the end, it's going to sound a little muddied. So you want to have a single F sharp if you, I prefer the single F sharp and Dead Presidents at the end. So from the top it's going to be a D major, switch to B, and one more time. And then you're going to switch off to a F sharp and G sharp. Okay, one more time. So just leave that as a F sharp, C sharp, F sharp in the bass, and F sharp in the right hand. So we changed key signatures completely, and that's all off of random improvisation. So, finale of all this is these chords I want you to play around with, and we'll get started again with these chords. You have your D minor 7th, D, F, A, C, F, A, C. You have your 7th, and actually if you add the E, that makes it a 9th. Okay, next chord is A minor 7th, A flat, C, E, G. Next very popular chord is B flat major with the F bass, F, B flat, D, F, B flat, D. Next is a F major, F, A, C, F, A, C. These chords are very popular as well. Next chord is the ever popular E flat minor chord, changing keys signatures a little bit. E flat, G flat, B flat, E flat, G flat, B flat, and D flat. Okay, E flat major, which is a different sound tonally. E flat, G flat, B flat, G, B flat, and E flat. Okay. Next is the C minor chord. C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G. E minor, E, G, B, E, G, B, D. Drake uses these chords a lot. The E minor for I'm on one is just going to be, or it's in the key of E minor. You have E minor and G, and then you have the B minor that we learned earlier and D, with a little melody on top of it. A little cadence right there, but that's pretty much it. You're going to have that song again: E to G to B minor and D. Now we transition that over from Dead Presidents. Same thing. D minor or D major, D, F sharp A, D, F sharp A. B minor chord, B minor 7th, B, B, D, F sharp A, and then F sharp major, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. But really we can just focus on that as well as part of the F sharp major chord. One more time, I just want to focus on one more chord, which I thought was pretty important, was the standard C major chord. Common in all songs, not just hip hop, but music in general, which is going to be C, E, G, C, E, G, C. Okay. So again, these chords are found all through hip hop. If you go listen to Drake, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Jeezy, Biggie, Pac, especially a lot of the West Coast productions with I would say mid-90s to early 2000s, Dr. Dre, you'll hear these songs, chord structures, and they fundamentally have a lot of the same minor chord motifs going, or riffs, so to speak. Listen to the bass lines, follow along with the song, and these chords will definitely help you out in terms of hip-hop production, music theory in general, and how they all fit in very nicely together. And I want to thank you for taking your time to watch this lesson, and thank you.